Hi, my name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS, and I hope you're doing okay. Today, I'm taking a look at Laney IronHeart Guitar Amp by Aurora DSP, so let's oge! Once again, Laney have partnered with Aurora DSP to recreate the IronHeart Guitar Amp for desktop and iOS. In a world dominated by digital uptake, you can now get all the amazing Black Country Customs Ironheart tube tones in your digital universe. Packed full of stomps, amps, cabs, and EQ and effects, this is a beast. It is available on the iOS App Store for $29.99 and works on all iOS devices, including M Series Macs. It is also available on the Aurora DSP website, linked below, for $34 at the time of recording this video, on sale for usually $89. Now let's check out a demo of it in action. Okay, so let's check out this Laney IronHeart Guitar Amp Sim by Aurora DSP. The project you were listening to just then was my new Metheist EP. The song is called Starr of the Show, and it's got 4 guitar tracks in it and a bass track and some drums. Vocals are being muted out here so far. What I've taken is, so both these tracks are panned hard left and right, and these tracks are lower tracks in panned 45 each as well. We're going to focus just on this track here, and I've put it back up the middle. Let's open up the interface of this. So very nice off the bat. Let's tell you everything about the top here. So obviously you have your presets up here: clean, lead, and rhythms. And you can see in each of these you've got your factory, you've got artist stuff in here as well. So some artists have got their own clean tones and stuff in here. And you've got your users. So when you save a preset, that will appear in here. You can save your presets very easily. We're going to be focusing today on the heavier stuff because we're working on a heavier project, but clean tones sound fantastic too. Let me assure you of that. You've got an undo and redo button up here. Here's where you'll save your presets. So if I change this a little bit, you'll see now that save has become active, and I can click and save where I would want this to go. So you can choose clean, lead, or rhythm, and then title it, and you are off. It's a little bit small there, but it's all good. This is some of the problems with transferring things from desktop to iOS, and this has been out for, I don't know, 10 months, I say, on desktop, roughly. We have Midi Learn up here, so we can set our Midi Learn to pretty much anywhere on the entire sim. So if we jump over to cabs here and hit Midi Learn, you can see all the stuff that's Midi learnable, and all you got to do is just turn a knob and you'll be good to go. Let's come back over here to our amp. Yes, there's a built-in tuner. The tuners in Aurora DSP are fantastic. They sound great. They work great. That's the most important thing. Save you time. So there is that. We've got a performance and quality up here. So it's a nice little addition to have, especially if you've got an older iPad or something like that. Put it to performance. Quality is going to take up a lot more CPU. You'll probably see that if I turn this up and hit play. We'll see if it makes a difference to our CPU up here. Hit play, turn this down a bit. So we're on quality at the moment. And clearly it's not making much difference at all. But with multiples of these, yeah, you're going to maybe want to control that depending on the iPad that you have. Now we have a default setting right now, so that's just the default guitar tone off the bat. Down the bottom, let's get down here now. We've got our input and our output, so very easy. The gate is down here, super easy to control the gate. Oh, mine's at like 54 or something like that. Let's turn it down so you can hear the start of this track. Turn it up. There goes that hiss. The Aurora DSP gates work really, really well. And let's head over here to our Stomps. So we've got these Black Country Custom pedals. There's two of them. The monolith is a distortion pedal and the steel park is a gain pedal. Pretty standard stuff. Distortion, volume. We've got low end and treble. Yeah, and you've got these algorithms you can flick between as well. So a drive 1, overdrive D2, and 3 of them up here. Just switch between them. The color changes with the switches. I found I really haven't been using these a lot. I mean, I'm getting pretty good tones out of the rest of just the amp and cabs, you know, so these are just going to add some tonal stuff. And again, we are currently on the default, so these are turned off on this default tone. You can turn off the entire rack here just by hitting down here and turn these on and off. So you've got choices for there. Let's head over to the amp and run through this. I'll just bring this back to the start. Okay, so we have a lead and a rhythm for your heavier tones. The lead is up here and the rhythm is down below. Treble, we've got bass, middle, and treble for the lead, and down below is for the rhythm. You can flick between these over here so you can see the light change from up the top, lead, switch it down to rhythm. Both of these have a volume, so there's your volume for your lead, volume for your rhythm. We'll just leave that to lead at the moment. And if we come down here, you have a clean. So clean to rhythm. So if you're on rhythm down here, this is going to swap between your clean and rhythm. Let me show you that. We'll hit play. We're currently on clean. So obviously we have a volume for the clean that's going to give it a bit of grit. And when you're on clean down here, these settings become the level, the EQ for the clean sound. If I switch this to rhythm, you'll see they all switch back. So now the EQ over here is for the rhythm. And our volume is over here, just like the lead up above. I'm going to keep this on rhythm for the moment. Let's talk about this pre-boost. Really nice, this pre-boost. So it's going to give you a little bit of, in fact, we'll just switch this up to the lead. Bit crunchier. When we turn on this pre-boost, it's just going to give it like, the way I've been using it since getting this is not so much for volume, but just for a bit of high end. Watch this, I'll turn it on, and you can see that just by turning it on, the volume's at 0. So really, adding any volume is not really, but just turning it on, you can hear that. And then you can shape things in your EQ. Even if you put up to maybe a 1. Just adds that little bit. Let's try out the rhythm. So you can hear with that boost, even on this rhythm, it just demuddifies it a little bit, I think. It's just a little sweet spot. Okay, let's stop that. Let's talk about what makes this thing very special, I believe. Now, Ironheart's quite a popular amplifier. It's British made. It is quite a unique sound, which and it's great that we've now got it here on iOS as well, because you can never have enough, I think, of guitar tones. Listen to me. Let's talk about the dynamics. I'll hit play again. First we'll talk about this tone knob, because this thing is very sensitive, and you're going to notice, let's turn it all the way down. Very extreme. Let's take it all the way up. So really nice for shaping the overall tone that you've already created. Let's talk about this dynamics. So you've also got a reverb here. Nice to have that there. You might just want to give it a little bit of reverb, but we'll get to effects because there's a dedicated reverb. And lastly here we've got these watts. Now, yeah, this ain't a real guitar sim, obviously. But you'll notice when we turn this down, bring it down to 0, it's going to control the volume. But a nice way of using the wattage, simulating the wattage, to not necessarily pump it up super loud, but you're going to get different tones from within the wattage. Just pump this up. Nice. Let's head over to our cabs, because this is where things get nice and juicy. We'll take this back to the start here with this riff. Bring it down a little bit in volume. So we have our IRs. Now you don't want to do this. Turn them off. It sounds like shit. So we've got our IRs. Now you've got 2 cabinets in here. You've got the LA 4x12 and the GS 4x12. Now, you can have the same cab. Down here, we have a split between the 2. So you might want to have a completely different microphone set up here. We've got a bunch of microphones. We could throw in a SM57. You've got a few ways to move these around. So you can do it just by moving left or right. Up and down will change the distance. So you can see that come back out, and up will bring it forward, and then you can change the angle. You can see how much that is changing the tone, yeah? And here you can get a nice split between the 2. Not only that, as I said, we've got 2 cabs. So we've got this GS. Four different mics. But also you have the ability to add your own Custom IRs if you so desire. So you've got 2 IRs you can add on each side if you want to use your own. We also have this air feature, which is going to obviously add some air. Lastly, we have our effects rack here on the end. Let's stop it. So we've got an EQ here with a low pass and high pass. We'll bring this back to the start again and play it again. We'll play this overall. So turn these on. High pass, low pass, and a full EQ. You move any of these, double tap, bring them back. A limiter with our ceiling input and low end control. Take a listen. So nice addition there on the end. A delay, you're probably not going to hear this with these kind of riffs. But there's a high pass, low pass, your time. Analog, slap, and digital. And you've got a reverb down here. Change the size, mix, width. Low pass, high pass. Kind of not doing a demo or I'm playing a guitar today. This is a short demo focusing on the metal stuff. We'll run through some presets. Let's do that now. And that's pretty much all the controls, so you know how to work the thing. The fun is here in the presets, because there's some really good ones. As I said, let's just stop that. We've got our clean, lead, and rhythm. I'm going to focus on the rhythm, so there's a whole bunch of them in here. And artists as well, so you've got all these as well, different rhythms, which is nice. This, where are we? These fluff ones. Let's hit play. As always, a really great place to start if you're not sure what you're doing. We've got some factory ones in here. Let's just start over here. Start this back. We'll run through these and then we'll put it all together so you can hear what's going on with the rest of this. So a bluesy one, quite bassy this one. Nice boomy distortion. I like this one. Some modern death metal. So a whole bunch of death metal stuff. These are modern thrash tones. Let's bring our panning back. So here's our bass. In the bass, we're actually using the, where are we? Get on our bass, the Dig Beth. Sir bass. Rhino. So I reckon we can get a better tone than this. I'm going to go with, where was it? We can dial this in. There's this heavy groove. So sounding pretty damn cool. Look, if you caught my Apps of the Year show this year, go back and watch it. Maybe I'll put a pinned comment right up here right now so you can go and check it out. Aurora got pretty much voted one of the best developers, in my opinion, for iOS this year. Put out some slamming stuff on iOS. We have just so much great choice on iOS for guitar stuff now. It really is fantastic. Let's bring this back here. We'll add some vocals in here just to mix things up of this song that's almost finished. And let's hear how it goes. We'll go back to the start, actually. Let's do it. Oh, shut up. Disappear. Let's have a listen. All right, sounds pretty damn cool. I'm not going to play any more of this and bore you all crap. Let's get out of here for today. Let's oge. So that is the incredibly cool tones of Laney IronHeart Guitar Amp by Aurora DSP. $29.99 on the iOS App Store and for all iOS devices and M Series Macs, and also on the desktop. Are you enjoying the content here on the channel? Well, please let me know in the comments below. And while you're down there, please do me a solid and smash the like, hit that subscribe, and ring the bell to keep up with all of the latest app demos and live streams. You can also support the channel by becoming a member or even a Patreon via the links below. Okay, time to get out of here for today, so please remember to do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better, and we'll all rise together. Stay awake and let's oge.